Good evening, everyone. This is State Representative Brad Halbrook coming to you live at 6 o'clock on Thursday evening. We've got a special guest tonight that I'm going to introduce in just a moment. She's there live on the screen with us now, Carol Davis from the Illinois Conservative Union. But while we're allowing folks to join us here, you can find me at bradhalbrook.com on the unofficial side. The official side is rephalbrook.com, and you can see the emails there. And also the Facebook here, the blue check mark, just Brad Halbrook with the blue check mark. And then find our new YouTube channel right there. Just search for Brad Halbrook and you should be able to find that. And as always, if you have a question, go ahead and just drop it in the comments, and that would be fantastic. So again, we appreciate you guys all taking a few minutes here this evening to join us to talk about an event that we have scheduled here in Shelby County, Shelbyville, Illinois, on Saturday, February the 5th at 9 a.m. at the Lake Shelbyville Visitor Center. And you can find out all about it here. I'll put up the website. It's an election integrity seminar, and you can go to shelbycountyrepublicans.com/election, and you can find out all about it. Now, there isn't a cost to come to this event. It's a 3-hour-long seminar, but we would appreciate that you would RSVP so that we can make proper accommodations and have plenty of seating for everyone. So again, with that, I am going to kick this over as we get started to Carol Davis from the Illinois Conservative Union, and you're going to kind of give us a little bit of a hint, a little bit of a taste, Carol, about what you guys plan to talk about at this event on Saturday, February the 5th at 9 o'clock here at Shelbyville, Illinois.
Well, we are so excited to be coming down to visit our friends down in that area. And yeah, we have put together a training that has been getting really great response all over the state whenever we give it. And in fact, I'm going to show people. It is called our Guardians of the Vote. And it's working towards honest and fair elections. And so this guy is who we all need to be, guardians, watching over the election process. What we've discovered, unfortunately, is that through decades, the left has pretty much infiltrated every aspect of the infrastructure of our elections. So we want to make people aware of that. But this seminar isn't about, crying over spilled milk. This seminar is empowerment and making sure that people are bold and informed and educated about what their power is in our election process. So if you'd like, I can kind of run down a few of the subjects that we touch on.
Right. So why don't we do this, Carol? Who should be in attendance at this meeting? Is it only for election judges, or is it a wider audience than that?
Well, the seminar is for a wide audience because we believe everybody has got specific gifts and talents from God. And, what might not fit one person's gifts may fit another person's. So we take you all the way from the data analysis part, where they're looking at the voter rolls and they're, learning to recognize anomalies that might be in their local voter rolls. And of course, since our elections are county based, it's that local county authority that is responsible for our elections. We encourage every county to likewise have a county election integrity team. So that starts with your data people. And we have a wonderful data person, Jan Shaw, my vice chair for Illinois Conservative Union. And she loves spreadsheets. My eyes glaze over when I see spreadsheets, but there are some people who love spreadsheets and they're so good at them. And they are the ones that really can discover a lot of things that, the normal person wouldn't be aware of. For example, are a bunch of voters being suddenly dumped on your rolls in the weeks leading up to the elections in just unusual quantities? We all know people are going to register and prepare for the election, but we've actually found situations where all of a sudden on one day, 300 voters get dumped, boom, right into the rolls, which is very unusual for a county to have that kind of a dump of voters. So, again, the training takes you from there. Then Loretta Savi, who is one of our co-chairs for the election integrity group, she teaches everyone how to use the FOIA for election integrity. And FOIA, if you're not familiar, folks, is the Freedom of Information Act. And that is a powerful tool because while our county clerks are busy with so many things, they've often had to turn over big aspects of our election infrastructure to third party vendors. So we're
Hmm.
going to show you how to find out who are those vendors and how to find out, who the people behind those vendors are. Again, like I say, we've kind of trusted where maybe we shouldn't be as trusting, and so we'll help you learn how to reveal that. Then we take you into election judge training. And if you're going to be an election judge in Illinois, I've been one for 18 elections. You must sign up with your county and probably check in with your party, your county party organization, and they will want to vet you to make sure that you're one of their judges. And you'll want to take their training, and they will. The county is the one that pays the judges and assigns them to a polling place. What our supplemental election judge training does is it teaches you the power that a judge actually has in the polling place. And as sworn officers of the circuit court, we actually have quite a bit of power to
Hmm.
make sure that election is being run according to the book and the law. So that's really important.
Right. So there's a bit of a process to become election judge, and you're right. Typically, people will reach out to their party chairman, whether it's Republican or Democrat, and there's an appointment process they have to go through. They turn those names in every 2 years, and then the actual a circuit judge in the county will commission those people. They are actually a judge that has power by state statute to rule in some situations that day at the election. Is that correct?
Yes, exactly. And one of the little tidbits we teach in our seminar is to inform people that in Illinois there is no head judge in any polling place. All the judges have equal authority. So that's one of the things that the counties don't often teach the judges, but they should know. So it's just really good tips and ideas like that. Then we move on to our election or to our poll watcher training. And of course, poll watchers are critical. So we teach our county organizations to have a partnership between uh, the precinct committeeman, the person who's interacting with their voters on the front lines. We teach them how to interact with the election judges and the poll watchers. So they're all working as a team to uphold our principles and values in that election and make sure that our values are represented and not just the values of the other side.
Right. 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 Yeah. So election judges, this is just to close the circle up on that just a touch. So each county has training typically in the fall or sometime before, after the 2 year commissioning, before the next election. This doesn't replace that training. This is a supplement, right? Just came, maybe a deeper dive, things that your years of experience and many others that are collaborated on this will have taught you all or taught us. You're bringing that years of experience to the table to say, this is things that you need to be watching for. Maybe we're not so concerned about it, maybe in some of our more rural areas, but maybe in the larger population areas, this is a problem. But I think it's really important that we have our eyes and ears open anywhere in the state of Illinois for stuff.
You're absolutely right because for example, we know we've got some wonderful county clerks all across the state, great people who are just working so hard and doing so much. They've got a lot on their plate. And so they might not even be aware of some of the things that could be going on. So it's just really important for us to have our people well trained so they know, exactly what they can do to uphold the law. And
Right.
that's all we want, is we want honest and fair elections. We're not trying to give anyone any advantage, but we also don't want a disadvantage.
Right, exactly. And so, yeah, so this is an important training, just kind of helps folks to understand how the process works. If you want to be an election judge, maybe you presently are or not, or you are, this would be a good supplemental training to that. Poll watchers you spoke about. Also, how should precinct committeemen and people that are into the data and kind of making sure that things get done properly from a precinct committeeman level, is there a place for them to fit into any of this?
Absolutely, because as we said, I think everyone is going to get familiar with the overall scope of what an election encompasses. In the past, we've tried the tactic of just getting poll watchers in, and that is only a tiny piece of the puzzle of elections. So, where some people might not be comfortable being a poll watcher, they could certainly be on the data team.
Hmm.
They could be on the FOIA team issuing Freedom of Information Act requests. And we highly recommend that you have teams that work together on all of this, because what one person doesn't see, another one will. And
Right.
and we're not experts, but we have learned a lot through our years of experience. I've not only been an election judge here in Illinois for 18 elections, but I've also been a poll watcher. In fact,
Mhm.
back in 2012, I brought 200 poll watchers to Michael Madigan's district for the primary. That was a fun operation. And yeah, I can tell stories about that. But yes, I've been a poll watcher. I've been in on a court ordered discovery recount. So we've learned a lot through the years, and we just love to share that with people. And we tell people right at the beginning of the workshop, if you're here, that means now you're part of the election integrity team for
Right.
Illinois.
Right.
And we would love to hear your input and your suggestions, because when we can all share our own experiences and our own ideas, we will just be all the much better for it.
Right.
So, yeah, it's a great opportunity. And we can experience the same success that they experienced in Virginia recently. And if you'd like, I can tell you a little bit about how that went.
That'd be fine. I'll just want to remind folks here, I'm going to pull up on the screen where they can go to RSVP. Just go to shelbycountyrepublicans.com/election. This training will be Saturday, February the 5th at 9 a.m. Lake Shelbyville Visitor Center. Again, we are strongly encouraging that you RSVP so that we know that you're coming. And we've got adequate provisions made for you that day, 9 a.m. start. Carol, hope to have them out by noon or 12:30. Is that correct?
Yes, for sure by noon. And again, that RSVP is important so we can make sure that we bring enough of our
Right.
books, because this 32-page book will review everything we go over in the seminar. And then we will also be doing some videos so people can refresh right before the election, before they serve in the polling places. And
Excellent.
I would love us to be like they were in Virginia. I'm in a working group with some of the top election attorneys in the nation every Friday morning, and we worked with the people in Virginia in the months leading up to that election, and they adopted the motto "Eyes on every ballot."
Hmm.
And they did it. They held 50 trainings, trained almost 4,000 poll watchers and workers, and we feel that had a big part in those great victories they had in November.
Excellent. Excellent. Carol, thanks for taking some time here to explain what's happening on February the 5th, Saturday, with our election integrity training. I just want to encourage everybody, the website there, the RSVP is on the bottom of the screen. Any closing thoughts, Carol, before we close out this evening live stream?
Well, I want to give just a few quick tips about how anyone can make sure that the election is honest. A couple weeks before you go to vote, folks, go online and check your registration status. Make sure you're registered. And then before the election, Download a sample ballot, mark it up, and take it with you to the polling place so you're sure you're voting for who you want to vote for and that the judges are giving you the correct ballot. And we are so looking forward to seeing you all. So I hope you sign up and join us on the 5th.
Excellent. Thank you so much for taking a few minutes here this evening to join us. We're really looking forward to it. Our RSVPs have been coming in now for the past few weeks, and hopefully they will continue to come in. And so we're looking for good weather and hopefully a good turnout. So with that, Carol, thank you again so much. And unless we talk to you between now and then, we'll see you a week from this Saturday.
Thank you, Brad.
Thanks. Have a good evening, everyone. Thanks for joining us.